Hi, my name is Phil Anderson, and I'm running for United States Senate to represent the great state of Wisconsin. I'd like to make a promise to you. As your United States Senator, I will always tell you the truth, and I will tell you the truth often. One of the few legislators that I respect and admire, currently serving in the United States government, is Representative Justin Amash from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Not only do I agree with him on many issues, although he's within the Republican Party, he's a libertarian at heart, he has promised and delivered on his plan of constantly staying in contact with his constituents and anyone who wants to pay attention to his social media feeds. He will tell you every day what's going on, what he's voting on, and why. The big things, the small things, whatever. He stands firm for having enough time to read bills before voting on them. He stands firm for the rights of the individual. He has a clear understanding of Austrian economics, the economics of liberty, and of individuals' liberty and of government oppression being opposite to that. So that is my plan as a United States Senator, is to stay in touch with you every single day to tell you everything that's going on so that you have a constant, not only a stream of information, but a record of what's going on in my representation in Washington. Because I'm really getting disturbed at our government. The more and more I follow it, I follow it very intensely, even more so now as a candidate. And basically I've come to the conclusion that it's all a big shell game. It's a big farce. It's like watching the World Wrestling Federation or whatever it's called now. I understand the other night that Vince McMahon, one of the heads of this wrestling thing, got arrested. It was kind of a fake arrest. They're trying to make a big show. And that people actually called, many people actually called the Brooklyn Police Department asking for him to be released or to be kept in jail, thinking that it's real. See, there's lots of people out there who still think the wrestling is real, that it's been fake forever and ever, but people still think it's real. At the same time, they're spending money on pay-per-view events, buying T-shirts, watching advertising, buying what they're selling, everything, and feeding this farce, this show. And politics is a lot the same way. We vote for people in the past. All of you, most of you, have voted for Democrats or Republicans in the past. They put on this big show for you, telling you that they're going to create jobs and that they're going to bring troops home and close Guantanamo and fight for you and blah, blah, blah. And they say the same things and they fight over things. Well, all at the same time, they're constantly taking your money and doing other things with it. Things that I don't think that you really want to happen. Like bombing innocents, drone strikes on civilians as well as combatants abroad, taking your money to fund all kinds of war profiteering programs that don't do anything, giving advantages to companies owned by campaign donors, funding redundant programs, billions and billions of dollars that is wasted every year for their purposes, to impress people that they want to impress with your money. So actually it's a big show, right? They're telling you, this is what we're doing, this is what I stand for, while all at the same time, both parties, Democrats and Republicans, both the big parties, are doing the same thing, and that's just scamming you. And it's sad, and it's time that it comes to an end. That's why I'm asking for your vote in November of 2016. My commitment to you is that I will fight for that to stop, that we will have better representation in the United States Senate from Wisconsin, certainly, and that I will set a higher standard of truth and telling the truth often, so that when things come up like a budget at the last second that spends us half a trillion more into debt, that you're aware of it, that you know what's going on, and that you have a right to stand up and be represented in a way that you're not now by this shell game farce, actually a tragedy that's going on in Washington. So that's all I have for you tonight. Stay safe, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.